So in 1969, after having been in a monastery for 6 years, I left. And I returned first briefly to my parents' house on Long Island, but very quickly found a job and moved into New York City. The first place I found to live was a small apartment just off of Times Square with a roommate who I met for the first time in looking for the apartment. It was a one-room apartment. And one night I'm sleeping, and in a way, there was very little in that apartment besides two beds on either end of the room. I'm on one side, he's on the other. And I wake up, or half wake, and he's sitting on my bed and just kind of rubbing my leg. Scared the hell out of me. On the immediate level, I didn't jump up and say, "What are you doing?" I just pretend to be slowly waking up, all right, so that he went back to his own bed and there was never any confrontation between the two of us. And then I quickly moved out. And it really threw me for a loop. It frightened me. My next apartment was on 55th Street and about 9th Avenue. And I didn't know this at the time until somebody started showing up at the door. But this gay man who was subleasing to me actually had this thing where truckers would come into town and ring his bell for a blowjob. That was his sexuality. So now here I am, and I'm getting doorbells rung, and I'm just, I'm sorry, Peter's not here, he'll be back in 3 months, and that's fine. But in the meantime, I went back to the last monastery I had been in, across the river in Union City, New Jersey. And there was this one particular young man, and I was going to stay overnight in the monastery that had been prearranged. I don't remember exactly how it happened. It probably happened with a touch here or there. But we wound up together in the monastery. He was not a member of the monastery, he was in the neighborhood, in the monastery, and having sex as I knew it at that time, which was basically frottage. And the interesting thing to me was I noticed that it wasn't just about getting my rocks off. I was, in addition to enjoying that aspect, was also interested in kissing, in seeing, in hugging. It had a deeper meaning than simply a genital meaning to me. And I noticed it for the first time with this young man in the monastery of all places. So my initial reaction was somewhat of panic, but I pretty well, I guess, had confidence in myself, knew that I was basically a good person, and was able to pass through that very quickly. It's not just about the good feel of an orgasm, a physical orgasm. It's much more than that. I knew that meant that I was gay.